Got a 2007 Escalade in here. I already did a couple things on it, did a couple videos. Right now I'm going to do a driver's side motor mount. The one that's in here is clunking really bad. If you're leaving from a stop sign and you hit the gas and you hear a clunking noise and you kind of feel it a little bit, it's probably going to be that. The way to figure it out too is if you put somebody in the car and they put it in drive and put one foot on the brake and hit the gas and hit the gas and hit the gas. If you're out here with the hood open and looking at the engine, you'll see it moving up and down, and then you'll know right away. What happens is that this rubber gets all blown out, and then you got this pin right here, and it just keeps coming up and hitting that pin to hold that holds a mount in, you know, when it gets that bad. So keeps it from flying totally off. So yeah, here's the mount. I'm going to be replacing that. I haven't done one of these before, amazingly enough, and I look at the removal installation procedures, and yeah, it's got a bunch of warnings. Don't put, you know, a jack underneath the oil pump or on the screen or on the transmission, and it says remove the air cleaner duct, and if it's four-wheel drive, remove the front axle and lower the vehicle, and remove the generator bracket, and remove engine mount to frame bolts, raise support vehicle, remove left wheelhouse liner so you can get your hands in there and get the top bolts out. And it says place an adjustable screw type jack on the engine block. And I'm assuming that's why you got to take the axle out, so you can get a jack under the side of one side of the engine to jack it up to get the motor mount out. And the mount might come out the bottom when the axle's out. I don't know. I haven't done one of these yet, but I'm taking a look at this thing. Okay, I want to take this steering bar off of here because for some reason I think that's going to give me enough room to get it out from the top. Before I get all carried away, you want to make sure that the steering wheel locks. And it doesn't. I don't know. I turned it almost a full revolution and it didn't lock. So I put some bungee cords on it. Put them from the brake pedal up to the steering wheel. And the reason why I want to do that is because you don't want this wheel to turn on you. And you want to make sure you put everything in with the wheel straight the same way you took it off, because if this turns a full revolution or even a half a revolution and you go put this bar back on half off or whatever, what's going to happen is when you go from lock to lock, it's going to break that clock spring one way or the other. It's going to break the clock spring in the steering wheel for the airbag, and then you'll get an airbag light. You'll hear it snap, and you won't like yourself anymore. So I just made sure that wheel is locked. I mean, if you can lock the column and mark it all, fine, you know, then you don't have to do that. But I couldn't do it for some reason. Yeah, I'm not positive, but they might want you to take this generator bracket off so you can get that engine mount out and slide it out this way. But there's a big block heater in my way, so that it wouldn't come out that way anyways on this car. Well, I don't know. I got to try something. Get some 15mm action here. Oh, that should telescope, I think. I think. There, that side moved. Okay. I can't see it, but I can feel it. There's an 11mm down here I'm going to take that off, maybe. Yeah, I thought this thing swiveled, but it doesn't. And I was just going to take this whole rod out of here, but looks like I'm not going to do that. So I got this bolt out, and I'm going to try to get that whole thing off. Probably got to get under the truck. Yeah, I'm going to get under here with a pry bar and a hammer or something. See if I can get this off of here. Come on. There it is. I stuck a screwdriver in here and spread this out so I could get that out of there. This thing's kind of funky. It won't turn like this, but it'll turn like this. I almost want to take this apart and see what's in there. That's really weird. I didn't think it would work like that. Yeah, I just might separate this too. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I got it out. Now I got all kinds of room to play down here. Yeah, there's a couple flats on this. So it only goes one way. I don't think I can screw that up. I know that the bolt's facing this way. So I should be able to get it the same way I took it out. I put it on the furthest outside bolt on the cylinder head that I could find. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to get it out that way. Looks like a pretty tight fit too. I don't know how much room I'm going to have, so I'm going to pull this cover off too so I can see, because it's hitting right there. I mean, this thing's a tight fit. So yeah, I get this cover off and I'll be able to look at everything a little better. Okay, I guess I'm going to start by getting these out. I got a swivel socket, 15 millimeter. Okay, and I'll jack this thing up just to kind of see what happens to it. Well, it came up. Came up quite a bit, actually. Alright, I think I think there's only 2 bolts on the top. I don't know, I can't see much, but what I can see is 2 15 millimeter bolts up there. Oh, I actually need something to stand on. Try that. I can barely see. Well, I can see part of the bolt right through the hole. There, I'm on it now. I just got to get the right angle on the thing. There, that's the right angle, so I don't strip it out. Okay, I got that one loose. Go for 2. Ooh, I found that one right away. I'm pretty sure there's 3 bolts on here. I only see 2 though. Yeah, there's another one somewhere. Oh, there's one, yeah. There's some little wiry thing in my way or something. Yeah, maybe there's 4 of these here. There's a little plastic clip and a wire that's in my way. Try to get this one out with a plain deep well. Okay, I got that one out. There must be one in the back too. There it is. Hope you got a long reach. This phone's in my way. This camera's in my way. I'm taking it away. I'm going to get that other bolt out. Alright, I got them two very bottom bolts out. I didn't need anything special. You just got to get your hand down in there and get the things out. I just use a regular swivel ratchet and a socket. Yeah, taking that inner fender off like GM tells you to, I don't know how that would make your life any easier. Now that I got this thing out of the way, I'm surprised they don't tell you to take that steering bar out, because it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, after I got them loose with this, I got a little stubby 3/8. I got them out with that and made it a little easier. Now I just got to get the two top ones off. Of course, take out the easiest one last and put the easiest one in first. That's how you do it. I got them all. I'll see if this wants to jack up a little more. Not really. Let's try to get this thing out of here somehow. Ha! Yeah. Whatever GM said to do, fuck them guys. I got it out. Now I'm going to clean all this sand and crud out of here. I'm too lazy to break out the shop vac. I got one of these fancy doojamahickeys, if you ever seen this. Little air tool vacuum cleaner. These work good. I like these. This is a Blue Point. You can probably get them from some other company. I don't know who. The zipper sucks. That's what I ended up doing because the zipper stopped working. I'm sure it's not a nice YKK. I just take off the end and dump it out. Gotta get this rusty crap off of here. Wait, that ain't no 15. My 16 millimeter. That thing's a memory. It used to be a guy's who is now dead. I don't think he's got anything to complain about. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say. Yeah, you're going to want to put this back on too. Don't chintz out on that. That thing's there for a reason. Keep that rubber from melting. It might not matter, but why take the chance? Yeah, see that? Pretty, huh? Nice. Hopefully it'll go in just as easy as it came out. Starting these bolts ought to be fun. As you can see, there's the bolts you got to get at. You see there's a holes in the heat shield. So there, now you know what it looks like. Got a little alignment pin here. There's a hole in the frame for that. So I'll put the block side on first, and then I'm going to lower it down into the holes for the frame. Well, I think I'm going to have to watch my own video just to see how I got this thing out of here. Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, I watched my own video. It's got to go in like this. I think I got it. I think. I'm going to try to start a bolt. I got one. Yeah, you see that? There's a hole in that heat shield. And then you can see the bolt on the block. That's the easiest one to start because you can see what you're doing, and it's the only one you can actually see. And the rest should go in easier. Now that try to get this other one down here. Yeah, there's a wire for something down here too. You want to make sure that that's not gonna get pinched under the mount. Yeah, this other one in the bottom, in the front. I can get that by hand without even using a socket. So that should probably be the next one you're going to want to do, because it'll line up the other two on the other side that you can't even see or barely get at. It'll line them up a lot easier. Get in here with my stubby. You're not going to want to get any of these tight until you get them all started. I'm going to get it up there and get it snug, and then I'm going to loosen it just a hair. There. Yeah, that mount can still move around so I can get them other bolts started. Do the same with this one. There. Yeah, I can still move it. There, that one. Them other ones should start a lot easier now. Yeah, I got that other bottom one by hand too. Gee, I'm really sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but neither can I, so there's that. Well, I got this one more to go. I got it. Now, here's that wire I was talking about. Thing goes up and around here, and then there's a stud right there, a stubbly looking thing. Stick it in the stubbly looking thing there, like that. Make sure it's flopping around in there. I'm gonna drop this engine down and see what happens. There's an alignment pin back there. I'm not so sure that's going to line up so easy. And I'm wrong, because I think it did. Looking better than my last girlfriend. Time for the steering thingamajigger. Jigamafinger. You could Loctite this bolt if you wanted to. I'm going to. Don't do what they tell ya.